Hello everyone. As you know, I was playing around with fraps, and what I decided to do is try a commentary on Macca's game. I will leave shoutcasting to Dougie. I will just try to do commentaries and play around. So it's me, Avderus, obviously. Let's start it. I've seen that there were a couple of reviews from Rami and Tycoon. I didn't read them, to be honest. I couldn't be bothered. But I decided to look at it on my own and give you some tips, Macca. Um, help as well as I can. Um, yeah, let's just wait what happens. Remove the fog of war. Um, I don't know, it's really hard to talk about anything at the beginning. Let's see the cup order. Um, yeah. You should, you probably will do it, but I usually send the first engineer to cap both of those points and then move them up to plus 16 munitions. With my second engineer, I'm copying the victory point to start the countdown. After the victory point, I go for munitions again. The reason being is those engineers will take a while. It will take a while for them to get in here and start copying. In the meantime, I'll create rifle squad that will go up here and cap the cutoff point. And then the second rifle squad will go in here and support the lone engineer squad. Usually, I also, after capping it, I just move up to harass those pios capping. Sometimes I do it even before I cap. It depends really on my mood and depends on your style of play. But what you try to avoid is getting MG in that building. And that's what he's trying to do, because once it gets there, it's really annoying and it's really to defend that cutoff point. And until you get the grenades, it's really hard to get rid of him. So it's also nice to put some wire, if you like. Yeah, we've got some, I don't know, he doesn't look very happy about your rifleman squad in there. He'll probably leave his MG in and send Volks, I believe. We'll see what he's doing. No, he's not doing anything yet. He's wasting his manpower now. It's not good. You have to remember, when you have manpower, you have to focus on it. Always spend it, unless you try to build something. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's getting back in the building. Now is a good opportunity to go around that hedge and just circle around the building. It's kind of easy on this one, because you just run in here. He sets up his MG, you run back, and you just do it and do it and do it again, because he got no other units to prevent you from harassing him. He don't have very good unit composition, because he's got that MG that will be harassing you, but one good rifleman squad movement will get rid of him. And as you see, he's taking heavy casualties. I don't know why you stopped. You should have rushed him and easily kill him. You are good at short range. Obviously, when you move, you got war's accuracy, but it wouldn't matter in this case. It would balance out because he was capping. Let's get back to you. Yeah, nice you pad the sandbags, but then again, I wouldn't wait for him. He's got advantage, he's got two squads. You've got one Aldo squad here. You should move it up. Yeah, that's what you're doing. That squad in here, it's kind of being wasted. I know it's hard to multi-micro. Oh yeah, you do it. But the best way to outplay your enemy is flank on multiple directions and micro around the map. What I'm doing is, if you look at that, it's hard to micro in here and then click back and micro in here. What I will do is go to tactical map. You can see the MJs here, so just make them move back. Take those, move up the road, take those, chase the pios, cap with them, and then once you move up the road, or in here, because MG is facing this way, you can easily do some damage. MG will probably turn into your direction soon, so we've got two squads. It's really nice thing, so you can always deal nice damage like you did right now. But yeah, what I said, tactical map is a key, because it's easy to navigate on it, it's easy to micro, and unless it's like a really difficult fight where you have to get around the cover and stuff, just use tactical map. That saves loads of time and loads of harassment. Yeah, he's got a sniper, you've probably seen him. before he cloaked, I would retreat this squad immediately because you will lose one guy, then they will approach you again, you'll lose another guy, and just waste of manpower. You must avoid wasting manpower at all cost, because that's what hurts late game. Yeah, another rifle squad. You've got quite a lot of manpower, so if you are not getting more riflemen, which you should do because you only got 3 squads. Oh no, you got 4 squads. I don't know why this squad is sitting in a building. I know you want to avoid another MG in there, but what I'll do is just build a wire, and it will make it extremely easy for you to spot him before he goes. Or just drop a mine in here. It will take huge chunk of health from him. So when you approach the building with MG, and you will just kill it straight away. Yeah, MG flank. You should immediately take that squad, move to the left. Take that squad, move to the right. It'll just make your flank more effective. You'll get him anyway. He's just not a very good player. Yeah, he will lose that MG. What I will do if I were you, just let him set up, kill him quickly, just move behind him and take the MG. That gives you huge advantage because you don't have to build WSC to get support unit, and it hurts him if he uses any infantry. He's got really bad, oh, another thing. I wouldn't use engineers. You just lost the whole squad. It's 140 manpower, I believe. And then if you would instead take the rifleman squad, pick it up and retreat, reinforcement cost of this squad would be 74 points. So you just lost around 70 manpower. It may not seem much, but believe me, it may be later on. And now, yeah, he's draining you of manpower. He's got... oh crap, he's got 2 snipers. Yeah, he'll be harassing you a lot. You should retreat them, because there is no point of losing it. You shouldn't set up your MG, because you will just lose this squad now. And it's another 140 manpower gone, so you just lost 280. And that gives him a huge advantage, because I don't believe he will kill any of them if he retreats. Oh no, he didn't. He just wasted another 340 manpower. So you are winning the manpower war now. But I don't know why you keep them in here. You should retreat. Just get a jeep and, pick on him. Yeah, you're getting supplier. That's very good. But you still hold loads of manpower. You've got idle units. You have to use them. Look, you've got so much maneuver space. You can take that rifle squad, cap those points, then move in here or cut him off and just stay here, harass him. If you play against more advanced players, they wouldn't just get MG and snipers and just do nothing with them like this guy did. He would, instantly harass you. He'll go on the flanks, he'll cap, he'll cut off, he'll do anything to prevent you from getting resources. And that's what you should do. Cut him off whenever you can, even if you get the advantage. That's Wehrmacht, you have to remember that. And he don't need the field superiority to get back and punch you in the face and just win. What he will do is get his... no, not him, obviously, because he don't even have a Kampfkraft center. But usually, what will Wehrmacht player do is go T2 or T3, or even rush T4. And with his vet, he'll just, get back and throw everything at you, pushing you back. Oh, nice movement, getting a jeep after seeing a sniper. Yeah. But then snipers are very fragile to jeeps. The point is, if you got the jeep alone, it may be really difficult to chase them down, because if he had Volks supporting him, oh, he haven't got any, but if he had, he can easily take it off with Panzerschreck. If he had Grenadiers, obviously you can get Shreks or anything. Well, now it will work for you because he's got no support for his snipers, but it's not a good idea to send a lonely jeep. You should always support it with riflemen, so in case anything happens, you can always back off your jeep and chase down with your thing. Oh yeah. Now engineers. You shouldn't move them up here because they will get suppressed. You should instantly just move in here, kill him, and always avoid being in the front of the MG because you'll just die. You can see your life is draining. Sniper will finish you off. And MG will turn around and focus on the jeep probably. No, it didn't. And it should retreat really, but you know. Now, those riflemen, great opportunity. Move down, get the MG, get the sniper. Oh yeah, you lost your jeep. You should have just drove away. And still, you've got those units idle. I don't know why. You just you could have really won much earlier. You just, one squad caps all of that, then other squad takes that point, and he cannot really do anything. He's got no units to really do anything. I think he's researching another tier or just getting pios, I'm not sure. Yeah, he's going T3, which is, I don't know, it's really strange. He didn't build anything out of his Greek barracks. He just got those snipers that cannot really do much. He's got his really almost dead pios. What I would love to see from you, Macca, is get some mines. Like in here, in the vital points, there's always useful to get a mine in here, and in here, and maybe even in here, maybe around in here. It always lets you know if enemy is there. If he steps into the mine, you can see him. He reveals himself, and then he takes huge damage. I usually have to retreat. Oh yeah, he's got his counter jeep. I don't know why. He probably thinks he'll get the sniper. But yeah, that MG should just now pack up and retreat because of the sniper. They should retreat. There's not enough of them, that's it. But look at that. You only got 2 units in here. 3 units in here, doing nothing, are sitting and wasting the manpower. You've also got... yeah, tank depot coming up, that's good. I don't know, all I would say is you're just not using your potential. You can really punch him back to his base and make him rage quit, because if he's got no territory, he keeps dying outside of his base, he'll just quit. Yeah, now he went Blitzkrieg, we'll see if he uses any units out of it. If he gets Stuchs, you may be in trouble, but then you can get Shermans or Hellcats or M10s to counter it. If you don't get Pack, you'll easily outmaneuver him and just kill him, because Stuchs deal really little damage to tanks. You have to... I don't know if you do already, but you have to know the difference between Stuch and Stuch. It's G and H at the end. Stuch is anti-infantry and anti-building vehicle. It deals huge damage to base buildings and really takes on infantry. Lee hates them, and most of the players hates them, especially when they're well used. While Stuchs, they are good against tanks, but not as good against infantry. They can pick them off, but it's not as good as Stuch. So that's good to know. He keeps spamming jeeps, I don't know why, but he does. And then he'll probably try to go for the right hand side, as he sees there is no opposition on the left. So he's probably expecting a flank from the right. Yeah, double sniper picking them off from the building. Yeah, you should just get out of there. It's not good keeping your units in the building, because they're easy target for grenades, flames, and snipers. Yeah, just get off. Retreat, because if you retreat, they've only got 50% chance to hit you. If you move, there is much higher chance. I don't know how high it is. Oh yeah, stack count. No, it's not a stack count, it's T17. Yeah, well, I don't know much about T17s. I usually go for Greyhounds because they can drop mines, they can get extra armor, and they can get 50 caliber on the roof, and they are much more effective in my opinion. But I've seen many people using it. Yeah, you should just get... oh, you went Armor Company, I believe, because you're capping with it. Let's see, yeah, you did. It shows on the little sign. But then again, you should just not cap this, just send rifles in here, and just move your T17 in here to support your riflemen. You had to retreat, you didn't do anything with them. You lost most of them, you lost health, you don't have a triage center, so they will not heal. You've got engineers sitting in here. You've got loads and loads of units that are not used, and that's why he's taking advantage of you. He's capping because you don't have anything to stop him. Or you've got something to stop him, but you don't use it. So, look at your manpower. You can easily get a rifle squad out, and then get a M10 or Hellcat, whatever you use out, to prevent any tanks, because he don't have any yet. Yeah, you're just getting a Hellcat, that's good. But I believe if I were you, I would believe he'll get out Stuch soon. So I would get that Hellcat and camouflage it around, I don't know, this area, just to be safe. And then when he comes out, he gets huge punch from a camouflaged gun. Yeah, you've got 3 rifle squads. If you take them, move up here, you'll just rape those Sturm Grenadiers because they've got... I don't think they've got any vet, we'll see. Yeah, they don't have any vet. They have only 1 anti-infantry gun, and being so heavily outnumbered, they will stand no chance against you. I wouldn't move up that Hellcat first, because he's got a Shrek, and Shrek deals huge damage to tanks. Even if it's not vetted, it, you know, it just destroys tanks. So yeah, move riflemen first, push them back, chase them down. Yeah, just keep chasing them down. Yeah, just run behind them, maybe you'll pick off a sniper. Yeah, that's nice. And now you should just advance, take that point, and drain him out of them. Just wait, and you'll win this way. You've got a tank, you've got infantry, you've got nice unit composition, so he's got nothing to stop you. See, now he can take Stuks. It's only 500 manpower, but as you've got Hellcat, it's not really good for him. If he does, he's not in any better position than he is now. There's no way he can win this with units he's got. Obviously, he's got Sturm Grenadiers, but look at that. He only got 2 squads on this flank, 1 squad on this flank. You've got T-17. You shouldn't retreat it that far back. You should just stay around here, leave your rifleman in here, and when he reveals, you just drive up, shoot, go back. Drive up, shoot, go back. You know, basically just harass him, don't let him cap. And you'll be fine, you'll win. I don't think he'll do anything else, and I think he realizes it as well. He's just trying to take shots on you, probably have fun. Yep. Well, yeah, that's a GG, game over. I believe that my comments helped you a bit. Yeah, main thing I would point out is using all your units, because you really lose your potential without rushing him. You're American, you outnumber him easily. Go for 5-6 rifleman squads, if you're going infantry obviously, and just round around the map. Even if he's got strong force that you cannot get through on this side, you'll just harass him with 3 squads, and then 3 squads will be capping. When he moves on the other side, you just come back, cap, and fight in here. Yeah, and that really makes it difficult for Wehrmacht, because Wehrmacht is very stationary. The MGs have to support any Volks, any snipers, and you know, you have to set them up. So you really have to focus on one side of the map, your Wehrmacht, and your objective as American is to harass your Wehrmacht opponent enough to don't let him get his vet free, because if he gets there, then it's really difficult for you to do anything. And another tip, you haven't used many infantry, but if you do, you always upgrade your supply yard. First supply yard upgrade is 100 manpower and 50 fuel. Usually float it if you use manpower, that's easy. So just use it, and then if you do it, your upkeep cost is lower, which means that you can see that plus 252. I didn't know that when I was beginner, but it decreases with the amount of units you've got on the field, infantry units. And if you get supply yard, it goes up because your infantry upkeep is lower. So with double upgrade from supply yard, you not only get vet faster on your riflemen, which is very useful, but you also get more manpower, so it's easier to reinforce. So you always choose it when you get infantry doctrine or airborne doctrine, you really need it. You chose that armor doctrine. Well, you did it very early, which wasn't good. I'll go for infantry or airborne if I were you, because he obviously was losing. It wouldn't get that far to get to armored. So I'll go for infantry, artillery. You had loads and loads of munitions, so you should have easily killed his bunker, any MG, any larger units moving in. And that will be useful. If you were airborne, you all got the strafing runs, the bombing... No, maybe not get to the bombing run, but you've got the strafing runs. You've got the supply drops if you go for the left-hand side, I believe. Yeah, that's the tips I've got. One more thing I was surprised you didn't do is you didn't upgrade your rifleman. You didn't get any bars, you didn't get any grenades, and I don't know why, but I could understand why you didn't do it at one point because you didn't see any of it. So we could have expected tanks, but then I would upgrade sticky bombs just to prevent it. Upgrade with grenades so you can easily get rid of MGs, or just bars to get rid of Eastern Grenadiers. I would do it because he was floating some fuel at the beginning. You did build T-17. I didn't think it was a good idea. I mean, it's always good to have a mixed units, but yeah, he had Shreks, so I would just go with bars. It's much more effective. Yep. Hopefully I gave you some tips that you will use, and I'll try to pop out some more videos later. In the meantime, I know that Dougie has received his final casts from Recon and Detox, and that I'm sure will be very, very exciting matchup. I'll create a video out of them so it's easier to watch for everyone. And yep, stay tuned. See ya!